Roadhouse. Let's fucking go. Yo, what's up, LFG fam? Welcome back to another movie review on the channel. Today we got for you guys Roadhouse starring Jake Gyllenhaal. Let's get straight into it. If you guys are new here to LFG, we like to give you guys our ratings from the beginning so that you guys already know how we felt, and then we'll talk about it afterwards if you haven't seen the movie. So get straight into it. John's been ready to watch this one for a minute too, just like myself. What did you finally think of Roadhouse 2? Out of 5 stars, what did you give it?
I just got done finished watching it. Give it a 4 out of 5. It was,
Okay.
I liked it.
Hell yeah. Cody, where you at?
Y'all are crazy. I gave it a smooth little 3 stars.
Okay. Jet?
Yes, I am giving Roadhouse 3 stars.
Okay. So we got a 3-star from Codes, a 3-star from Jet, and a 4-star for John. Now they're not wrong. It probably is a 3-star, but I had a lot of fun watching this, man, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. I'm at the 4 stars. It had one of my favorite actors, which is Jake Gyllenhaal, and it had another GOAT.
Right here. I was like, you're fucking the first scene.
So, yeah, you see him off rip. So
I was gonna
4
send a
stars.
message talking shit about that too, but
We'll get into it right now. Then we'll get into it. There you guys go. That's our ratings. You got 4s from me and John. You got 3s from Codes and Jet. So if you guys haven't seen the movie, go check. Well, before we do that, actually, do you guys recommend to go watch it? They go watch it on Prime.
yeah, it's free. You don't have to spend a dime.
couple, but time is money and time is valuable, though.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
do you recommend they take their time to watch this movie? Let me say this before you guys recommend it. My dad didn't like it. My dad didn't like it, so there you guys go. And my dad's an OG Roadhouse fan too, so I'll talk a little bit. I watched it yesterday too to kind of be like, what was different, but so there you guys go. So my dad would not recommend you guys go watch it. I recommend you go watch it. John recommends you go watch it. Coach Jet, what do you guys think?
Fuck it, go watch it.
It was fun. Justin doesn't.
You're into that type of thing, I guess.
I didn't know what I was going into.
Is it because your dad saw the first one and he likes the first one better? Or the original, I mean?
Probably. I haven't talked to him about it. My mom stopped by today.
I think
and
that's
was
why.
Like, your dad didn't like it. You like this one. Now I got to go watch it. So there you go. I'll talk to him and ask him what he didn't like. It was probably the jokes and probably wasn't. I don't know. Maybe
get more into it.
Well, there you guys go. If you guys haven't seen the movie, go check it out first. If you're interested in it, come back and get our thoughts on the rest of the review, the spoilers. We're going to go straight into that right now. So go check it out. Pause this video, come back and finish this. All right. Yeah, like Code mentioned, off rip, I was wondering where's Posty going to come into it. And that dude's the man. He's the king of the ring at the beginning of the movie. And he's just whipping some big dude's ass. And you see Frankie coming in. And she's like, yeah, I'm looking for, I think his name was, what was the guy's name? I don't remember Posty's name in it. His character's name. He had a real simple name too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a real
hard to
simple
forget.
name. But yeah, Carter. There you go. It was Carter. I'm looking for Carter. Oh, yeah,
Carter Ford, I guess. I think Carter Ford.
Like so that was pretty cool. And at the same time, I don't know if you guys were able to hear it, but one of Posty's songs was actually playing in the background.
Yeah,
it's
and
at the end. And I don't know if he made it for this movie, but that is an unreleased track, and that shit was awesome. That shit is called Horsepower by Post Malone. So I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty cool. But yeah, it was pretty cool to see Posty in a little scene. I think he's coming. This is his 3rd movie that he's been coming out and obviously
you're
including
multiverse. You're including Spider-Verse.
Oh no, not this. So then this would be 4. He's got the voice acting one under his belt on both, right? So there you go. But yeah, pretty quickly you see Jake Gyllenhaal come in, takes his hoodie off. He's ready to fight Posty. Everybody's like, oh, like damn, because this dude is just jacked, ready to go. And Posty makes a business decision, bro. He's like, I ain't fighting him. Y'all know who that is. I'm not fighting him. Y'all fight him. Fuck you. I'll fight any one of you guys. Come on.
Fuck you and you. Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Yeah, that was hilarious. So that was a pretty cool scene. But like I said, I enjoyed the whole movie as a whole. The action was there for me. The comedy for me was there. I thought a lot of the jokes, especially coming from Arturo Castro, which was Mo, one of the little 5 thugs that was like, oh, hey, man, how's it going? He gives him a ride to the hospital and shit. I thought he was pretty funny in this. So I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. I thought it was pretty funny. I thought the action was good. That final fight scene was pretty cool with him and Connor. Yeah, yeah, like I said, 4 stars. So I really enjoyed it. What'd you guys think? What was your guys' positives before we get into the negative? Or if Cody, you want to jump right into the
Nah,
negative
we
with
could-
Posty?
Right into the
We can do.
negative. Damn.
I think the positives are more obvious, and the negatives is really you just gotta be picky.
Nitpicky,
like-
because goddamn.
I wouldn't say that because like the type of movie it is. That's only one of the main reasons I have it at a 3. Is like it's not much to the movie. It's really I haven't seen the original, but it's not much to it. It's clean cut and dry. It's basic, like a basic plot. Action is the main thing about it, and that was what they had. It was great. I'm not saying the action was bad in any way. The action was good. I did like a lot of the characters. I like some of the comedy. I thought it was like it was an enjoy. You can enjoy yourself watching the movie. I just don't see it being in that like 4-star, 5-star tier. Well, obviously not 5, but 4-star. It was a good watch.
John, what'd you think?
I mean, yeah, it was good. The jokes are funny. The acting was good. Connor did pretty cool. The fighting itself was like exaggerated, so I thought he did pretty cool. It fit him. He did all right. I guess going over like Cody was saying, it's not really much to it. It's just there to fucking fight. So I mean, That's really it. So like, I mean, yeah, it was a good movie, but it's not like a must-watch type of thing, you know. Like,
Damn,
it wasn't like, huh? No, it wasn't like the greatest goddamn shit ever. But it was entertaining. It was fun. It was cool.
Jet, what'd you think?
So honestly, I kind of feel a little differently than you guys, and my 3 kind of comes from a different light. I honestly didn't think the movie was funny. I don't remember laughing at all, to be honest. And that guy that you really liked, I thought he was annoying the whole fucking movie. He just like he was trying to be the comedic relief, I guess, for his like group, I guess, and it's just
talking about the dude with the broken arm and shit.
Yeah, like it was it just didn't work for me. It didn't work for me.
That's good.
And then it was just a basic plot. Like I saw it coming from a mile away. Spoiler talk, but I saw it coming from a mile away that he killed the guy in the ring. Like that was one of the first things that came to my head. And so I was never really like blown away from anything that I was watching. I was entertained. Like I cared about the story and I cared about the characters. But it was just a really basic movie aside from some cool action sets and things like that. But it was just a regular movie to me.
Okay. Like I said, I mean, maybe that's where my dad sits too, probably. Yeah. I guess I just me and John had a lot of fun with it. And it was
I was laughing.
Turn your brain off.
Ass,
that final fight scene. Let me talk about that real quick, and then I'll get into the 3 differences between this one and the old one that I liked more in the old one than this one. I thought that final fight scene with him and Connor was great. Like shit. Did you guys see it's not really I guess it's an end credit scene. Did you guys see that?
Yeah, when he comes out of the hospital.
Yeah, I sat through the whole thing too for no reason. I just sat through it. I didn't see nothing.
It was after like it
was after the beginning. It wasn't even the credits. It was like after the movies, like title scenes and stuff. And
shit, I probably just missed it. Fuck.
He's beating everybody up in the hospital, and he just walks out. Stop him!
Oh yeah, what the fuck?
But
in that final scene with him and Connor, they're just fucking going at it and shit. And the way they killed, we thought they killed him, right? It fucking just chair sticks and shit, and just start stabbing the shit out of him, bro. Like he kind of did a little dude. That was pulled it out of himself and stabbed him, bro. That was crazy. So I thought that was pretty cool, and that's one of my 3 main points on the original one. He kills. His name wasn't even Knox in the last one. In the original, his name was Johnny. And at the beginning of the original movie, they talk about the legend of Dalton, and they've heard he's killed somebody by ripping their throat out. Well, they do it credit, and they do it at the final scene, and he actually fucking rips the guy's throat out. Which this one was pretty cool too. So those kind of go hand in hand. It's like it's a wash, I think, for those 2 aspects. But it was pretty cool to see the throat ripping scene on the original one. And the original one too, and they only talked about it here. You know how Frankie's just kind of holding out, like they want the bar to build the resort or whatever the fuck. She's the last holdout, and they bought everything else. In the original one, you see everything getting like fucked with, like the dude's just messing with people's dealerships. He blows up a hardware store, so you actually get to see the process of taking over the town, which I thought was pretty cool. And then the last point that I liked more in the original was the purpose. Like the dude in the original, Patrick Swayze's character Dalton, was a bouncer, a head bouncer, and he would go to clubs and do, just turn them around. Like there was a bad club, he would flip it upside down, and that way they can make money, and it's the hot spot to go to. So I liked his purpose in the original one of doing that, and he actually had a system. He actually has this badass car that he uses to go to places, and once he gets to the town, he buys some rust bucket that doesn't work because people don't like him when he first gets there. They slash his tires, and so I just like that whole aspect from the original one over this one. But on this one, like I said, I still enjoyed it. The UFC fighter aspect of it was pretty cool. It gave him like a purpose for him being a badass and why he is the way he is, and he knows how to fight and shit. So I'd really like that. Anything else you guys want to talk about? Comes up.
Are we speaking on negatives now?
Go for it. Jump into the negatives. Yep.
I thought it was kind of sad after that last fight scene. They're all trying to fix it up. They're all, yeah, it's fixable. I was like, oh, damn.
You guys
like,
open?
Damn. Yeah. And then, the customer, you guys still open? So, yeah, we're always open. I thought that was kind of cool. Yeah, that was cool. I was like, damn,
so
fuck this shit up.
To add on to what Justin was saying, because there is times like that, like, some of the dialogue felt cringy, and not that it's like what the fuck. It was more like it didn't hit like they would try and like say like a saying or something that's like in like an accent, but it didn't really hit. Like it didn't sound like authentic. I don't know, but that's how that happened in some of the dialogue. I wouldn't. Connor was cool. It's just some of the lines he was saying, like that's what I was saying. Like some of his lines just came off right, and it's because he's not an actor. I get that. But some of his lines just came off like wrong.
I thought he did.
He first gets introduced, bro, and it's in the trailer, and he's like, "When Knox is on the job, it's over, baby." Like that shit was cheesy as fuck, but like you mentioned it, bro. He was just having fun with the role, and that's what I kind of liked about the movie. It's self-aware. It's not trying to take itself too serious, right? Like they know it's funny. It's not a serious type of movie, and I enjoyed that aspect of it. But continue.
There's nothing really major. Like because you pointed out in the first one, they really have more depth, I guess, in the characters, and that's one thing that they're missing here. Like we know that he's a badass, and we know that he killed his close friend that they said in the ring, but like we don't really get like not backstory but context. Like, we don't get
like why the fuck was he pushed that far?
All you really got was him getting beat up, and then he just raged out. Like that's all you really got, and I mean that's really all I could say negatively. Like there's not enough depth in the characters. It's just a cut straight point A to point B story.
Yeah.
And then apparently he's like a loser or some shit. Like he needed to be this or something. Like what the fuck even happened then?
I guess he just anger issues.
And
that's gonna go into like a scene that I thought was probably one of the coolest scenes, and that's when he pulls up to the house and he after the bookstore got destroyed and shit, and he sees the guy standing there, played by Bo Knapp, Vince, I think was the character's name. And he's just kind of standing around like, the funny thing is I was already on my way out, and I was already gone. And he's like, oh yeah, we scared you? Yeah, you guys scared me. Or I forget what the hell he said, but he ends up fucking just throat punching the dude.
Yeah.
Now your throat is done.
You can't breathe. And
now you're not going to breathe. Yeah.
That shit was so cold to me, bro. Like, he just straight up came here to just murder this dude, bro. And he did it. And then he delivers the line was like, I'm not afraid, or I'm afraid. Yeah. I'm afraid of what I'll do if I'm pushed too far, I think was the line. And I thought that was a cold delivery. And fun fact, actually, that I was like, the whole time I was looking at Vince, the character's name that he just fucking punched in the throat. Where do I recognize you? Where do I recognize him? And I looked up his filmography, and he's from Southpaw. I don't know if you guys ever saw Southpaw. And in Southpaw, it's him and Jake Gyllenhaal again.
Yeah.
That's his homie. That's his ride or die. Like, he's there for him. And in this one, he just ends up killing him. So I thought that was kind of funny. That was hilarious.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I did like this.
Now that you said that reminded me. Another thing I didn't like was so the main thing was to take control of Roadhouse. That was the objective that they had. My thing was obviously the father's in prison, and he clearly has people on the outside doing things for him. My thing is, if you need a Roadhouse is bad, why not send Connor before all this? Why are you sending these hooligans who clearly didn't do shit much, really? Yeah, they were bothering him, but they weren't to the point where they were giving it up. Like, you send Connor, that shit's wraps. Less than a week, they're gone. Like, you
Possibly.
wait.
I guess he was just letting his son
barely find him.
Nah, it seems like
no,
him
Kanye.
and Nas,
He had
that's
him
his
on
go-to
speed.
guy. Yeah, that's his go-to.
Bro,
Yeah,
when he
yeah.
answered the phone, you know how the first call with his son, the son heard like the whole answer the phone and he threw it.
Yeah.
Connor didn't even let it get to that. He's like,
Mm.
yeah, man.
Oh,
Like Connor
yeah,
was doing
yeah.
his walk
That's
the whole
on the phone,
time naked and shit.
shithead.
That shit was fucking hilarious. But no, I guess you're right. And to that point, I guess he just wanted to let his son handle it to kind of see if he
Give
has
him
what
an
it takes to run
opportunity.
the
Yeah,
business.
yeah.
And when he didn't, he's like, all right, man, that's enough.
Yeah,
But,
yeah. He was done fucking around and set the big boy.
yeah, I did enjoy the movie overall. The crocodile scene was pretty cool too.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That dude ended up getting eaten by a
Did he
crocodile.
try to save him, or did he try?
Yeah, he tried to save him. Yeah, he tried to pull
I
it
was
like,
like,
oh,
I
shit.
didn't know he
Yeah.
was bullshitting. I think he pulled the thing down. I don't think he was trying to save him.
I don't know if I was tripping, but when he was walking on that highway or whatever the fuck, and that car hit him off the bridge, that CGI was kind of wonky.
Yeah, as fuck.
you
When
know,
they reversed
yeah,
into him, I said,
yeah,
"Whoa,
like,
it's floating."
Yeah,
I
for
remember
sure,
that.
for sure. Yeah. Oh shit, that shit was kind of weird. And then I wasn't sure, like, what was that dude drunk? Is that a drunk driver or some shit? Because they kind of got out of the car and they were like, "Oh shit, you fucked up my truck." And I don't know, it didn't seem right away like it was a hit. You know, they were. I just thought it was a drunk driver. Obviously, it was a hit later on, but that was kind of confusing. One last positive I want to point out too was the camera scene. The camera work.
Yeah,
The camera work
forgot
was
all
pretty
about
cool.
that. Yeah, it was dope.
And that first bar fight with him and Knox, I thought that was pretty cool. And
Yeah,
Connor's just
for
punching
sure.
him. That was pretty cool.
The camera work was amazing. Like the first person,
Yeah,
like we were in the
shit.
eyes of Dalton
Yeah.
when he was getting punched. Like that shit was dope. And then like the panning when yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that shit was pretty cool. That was pretty cool.
I like the kind of like the realism of like you shouldn't fuck with a UFC fighter, because it's like we always talk about that.
Yep.
Well, not always, but like when that comes to a conversation, we're like, these UFC people will really fuck you up. Like they will kill you. And it's like that is on full display from the first scene when he fights all 5 of those dudes at once.
Like,
Like
that's fucking a great scene.
I
was
busted out
great
laughing.
fucking
Just
You got
fuck
your
them,
shirts?
man.
Shirt.
Yeah, I don't need
We
that.
don't care. Where's the nearest hospital? 25 minutes away.
And it cuts to him
Like 20
driving
minutes,
them.
5 minutes, 25 if there's traffic.
So
Bro. I like
stupid.
that guy. That dude was funny.
and he made that a theme throughout the whole movie.
Yeah, that's why I say I
luckily
love
It's 25 minutes away.
So I did enjoy that scene too. That was pretty
That
cool.
was
And he
funny.
takes him to the hospital and they're all just chilling in the back and shit. that was
The
funny.
nurse, his girlfriend nurse.
But yeah, I mean, any other final thoughts, boys? Any other things that you guys could want to talk about, bring up, anything?
Nah, I mean, I think you can have fun with it. Like it's not a bad movie or anything. It's just not, there's nothing more than that. Like it's not the greatest fucking movie you've ever seen.
Yeah.
So it's a fun movie.
But it was. You're not as on the same side as me and J Mac, though.
I have fun.
At all.
'Cause I'm not gonna lie.
it.
Because I'm not gonna lie, 4 is crazy. Like, that shit is nuts to me. But
I enjoyed it, and then like I said,
Yeah.
it's got Jake, it's got Posty. Shit, what more do I need? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. But no, I did have fun with it. And I'm gonna go on record right here and let me know. It's in the thumbnail, obviously. To me, it's better than the OG. Blasphemy. I know, but let me know. The OG one, like I said, I rewatched it and it was cool and there was some corny stuff. I still enjoyed it. But damn, there's a lot of nudity in that first one, bro. Girls are just all over the place, and they didn't include the sex scene in this one with his love interest. They didn't do none of that. And that one, they had a whole sex scene with him and his love interest in the OG one. There was a shitload of nudity though. That shit was kind of crazy. I didn't remember it like that yet. But yeah, there you guys go. That was our